Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Welcome to our presentation titled Philosophy in Life. In this video, we will explore a question many of us think about, but rarely. It is what truly makes life meaningful. In a modern world full of noise and pressure, people often feel empty, even when they have everything. Through the lens of philosophy, we aim to understand how different thinkers, both Western and Islamic, have approached this question. Before we begin, let me introduce our team. We are Group 3 and our topic is Philosophy in Life. What makes life meaningful? This group includes 5 members. I am Tuan Faris bin Tuan Zukiman and my other team members Ahmad Syafiq bin Mohammad Zamri, Akhtar Aziz bin Rosli, Abdul Syakur bin Nazaruddin, and Ahmad Basri bin Azlan. Together, we work to explore, present the question, what truly makes life meaningful, using philosophical, either from both Western and Islamic perspective.
Existentialism. Existentialism is a philosophy that encourages us to take control of our life, to find meaningful not from others but from within ourselves. One famous existentialist, Jean-Paul Sartre, said, "Existence precedes essence." What does that mean? It means we are not born with a set purpose or a fixed identity. Instead, we are free to choose who we want to be through our decision, our action, and our beliefs. In other words, life doesn't come with meaning already built in. We create that meaning ourselves.
Camus and the absurd. Albert Camus said, "Life is absurd. We search for meaning in a meaningless world." Who is Albert Camus? Albert Camus was a French philosopher who introduced the idea of the absurd. He said that life has no clear meaning, which is we live in a universe that doesn't give us answers. But as humans, we still search for purpose, and this creates a conflict which he called the absurd. But Camus didn't say we should give up. Instead, he believed we should live with passion, courage, and authenticity even without certainty. Okay, the quote that Albert Camus used is still, "We must live with passion." Okay, Viktor Frankl talk about meaning through suffering. Okay, Viktor Frankl was a psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor. In the darkest of situations, he found that meaning is what keeps people alive. He wrote a famous book called Man's Search for Meaning, where he said, "Those who have a why can bear anyhow." Frank believed that we can find purpose even in suffering through love, suffering, and works. And the key message of this slide is purpose gives strength even in the pain.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Akhtar Aziz. I'm from Group 3. So today I want to talk about topic real world struggles in philosophy. So let's begin. What is real world struggle? So in philosophy, we often ask big questions like, what is the purpose of life? Are we living in a meaningful way? This slide shows some common struggles we face in today's modern world. For example, burnout. Many people feel tired and overworked, but it is just physical, or are we feeling empty inside because we don't find meaning in what we do? Second is social media pressure. As we know, on social media, many people always compare to others. We try to look perfect online, but are we being our true self or just acting for like and attention? So lastly is materialism. Materialism is modern culture often ties happiness to material success. For example, like having the latest phone old-fashioned, this can lead to a constant chase for things instead of appreciating what we already have. So like we don't want more. Like we already have that thing, but we want more. Like greedy. Okay. So let's go to slide number 8. After looking at modern day struggles, let's now explore what Islam teach us about the purpose of life. As you can see, Allah say in Quran, I create jinn and mankind only to worship me. This verse reminds us that life is not random. According to Islam, we were created with a purpose, and that purpose is to worship Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. So what does worship mean? Worship doesn't only mean prayer or fasting. It also means living a life that pleases Allah. Being kind, honest, learning, helping others, and growing spiritually. Purpose in Islam is to serve Allah, to grow spiritually, and to prepare for the afterlife. That's all from me. Thank you.
Comparing East versus West. Existentialism, which is West. For the first one is make your own meaning. Existentialist thinkers like Jean-Paul Sartre and Albert Camus believe that life doesn't come with a built-in purpose. Instead, each person must create their own meaning through choices, actions, and relationships. For the second one is freedom and choice. Humans are seen as completely free to shape their own life. This freedom is powerful but also comes with responsibility and even anxiety because you are the author of your life. For the third one is uncertainty. Existentialists often accept that life is filled with uncertainty, suffering, and doubt. There are no absolute answers. You must live honestly with that reality. For the Islamic philosophy, the first one is discover divine purpose. In contrast, Islamic philosophy emphasizes that life already has a divine purpose given by Allah. The goal is not invent meaning, but to understand and live according to it. The second one, submission and spiritual growth. Instead of radical freedom, submission to God is central through obedience, prayer, and spiritual development. Muslims grow closer to the truth and their creator. For the third one, certainty in faith. Islamic philosophy promotes certainty, yakin, the belief that truth and meaning are not random or relative, but revealed by God through the Quran and the teaching of the Prophet Mohammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As we come to the end of this discussion, I want to make a conclusion, which is in the end, the search for meaning is something we all go through, especially in a world filled with distraction, pressure, and noise. Existentialist thinkers tell us to create our own purpose, while religious tradition like Islam remind us that our purpose is already written by a higher power. Maybe the truth lies somewhere in between, that meaning is both discovered and built. What matters most is living with intention, staying true to our values, and making a positive impact on others.
Thank you for watching our presentation. We hope it inspires you to reflect on your own philosophy in life.